You sent this link regarding how this person in uh, BGC basically said, "Oh, McDonald's is the cheapest option of food I can find here." And I was like, "What?" There's couple,
What?
there's a couple of questions that popped up in my head here. There's
Mm.
one, where do you live that you're saying that McDonald's is the cheapest option for you to find food for you to find? Okay.
Yeah.
Two, is McDonald's considered like there? Some of these people are equating McDonald's food as like carinderia food.
Mm.
All right, and
Because of the price.
yeah, but it's the type of food that you're serving and the location you're serving. That's what
Oh,
defines carinderia in other food places.
Mhm.
You know,
okay.
so there's some people that are saying, okay, you're some carinderias are charging $100 per plate now for specific meals or whatever, or 100 pesos, and there's a value meal in McDonald's where you can get for 75 pesos.
Mm.
Mhm.
You know, and then there's some people that are saying that are commenting in here that, okay, you're paying. This sounds like an elitist person that's complaining about food that they can't find anywhere else. You can go to buy a turo turo for less than that.
Mm.
But one, why are they comparing McDonald's to a carinderia? Two, are carinderia prices really getting that expensive as well?
Is that a question or a
Yep,
statement?
duh. Yes, it's a question. It's it's a question, because here McDonald's is obviously still a staple as a fast food restaurant. You know what I mean? I'm
Mhm.
Mm.
lucky if I can find. Well, you can go to even the dollar meal or value meal. It's not even $1 anymore. It's $1.49. You know, but they still call it the dollar menu. I'm like,
Uh,
nothing in the dollar menu is at for $1. Everything is over $1, so you can't call it a dollar menu. But it's still fast food, and it's not as cheap anymore. Although, now that I think about it, here even Filipino foods here, the carinderias here,
mm.
are just more expensive.
Mm.
So what are
So
you thinking?
I don't know. First off, the title of this person's billionario. Okay, that's the
Mm.
title of this whatever profile,
Mm.
which is a fitting place to have this kind of discussion because one, it's obvious that there's the people that have money complaining, oh, I can't get cheap food, good food here. I have to go to McDonald's instead. So the rich person belittling
Mm.
McDonald's, thinking that McDonald's is like carinderia, and two, basically saying that carinderia food sucks.
Listen, I don't know if I'm missing the point here somewhere, but I don't really get the issue or the argument because the way that I'm thinking about this, and I've eaten on both, and I shared this with you because this is exactly the McDonald's that we go to,
Right.
specifically that one. And
Okay.
this is a nice McDonald's because they have like a little commemorative plaque there about one of the first McDonald's being put up because of this Filipino businessman that decided to bring in the franchise.
Hmm.
So it's like a little commemorative plaque for the guy, about, hard work, business ethics, and that kind of thing.
Right.
Anyway, so we eat both in McDonald's and at the Carinderia, which is another thing that I wanted to give you a teaser about or share with you. I don't know if you saw the video, like the behind the scenes of Millennial Legends looking for the Carinderia,
I
also
saw that.
specifically in BGC the other day.
Yeah.
So I can share a little teaser with you about that. But ako kasi with this argument, and I can hear the sentiment why maybe it's becoming viral or people are responding to it or what. But for me, for someone that eats both at the Carinderia and at McDonald's, it's like, Chong, medyo magkaiba naman. Like the comparison is a bit like you're comparing Pluto and Mars. Like they're two different planets, I think. Because if you eat in, and maybe the argument is, and this is probably where I'm missing the point, that there's no place in BGC that you can eat cheap food? Is that what the whole issue is about?
That's what they're
Because
saying. That's what this guy's saying, that they can't
because
find
if
any
that
cheap food.
because if that is the issue, then of course, definitely, because it's BGC. They built that place specifically with proper urban planning and everything, so that we don't have places like carinderias within the area.
Hmm.
And I think that's sort of on purpose. Or if they do have street foods, parang they have a certain standard or
Like a farmer's
kind of
market type of thing.
rules and regulations that they do. Yeah, but that's what Dagan was saying in one of our walks. Like, hey, this is food on the street, but it costs 400 pesos to get a drink, or 400 pesos. It's
Get
like
out.
restaurant prices. It's street. It's food on the street, but is that street food?
Yeah.
Here. Remember the street food here?
Mm,
Remember the carinderia
mm,
that we ate?
mm.
Magkano? 400, 500 siningil sa
We
atin?
ate at yeah,
Oh my
but that
God.
I said we ate barbecue and uh yeah, that's
500
another
pesos
thing.
for two of you. That seems high.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
barbecue, and they were selling it like 90 pesos for half, like a chicken or what. But
Di rin ako makapaniwala na.
yeah, some carinderia is expensive, really. Um, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing the issue. I didn't really read the entire article. But if the whole complaint is that there's no cheap food in BGC,
Correct.
like what are we talking about here?
Well, is the last resort there McDonald's? Well, to me, what got to me is considering McDonald's as a low end type of food. I guess that's me kind of being a little bit of a snob, I guess, and I apologize about this. But I've always thought as carinderias as being more of a low end type of meals. Okay, it's not really, because it's home cooking sold by home people, right? Because when
Mm,
we eat out here, my train of thought is coming from people who eats out here in the states, whatnot. When you eat out, you go to restaurants. They're considered restaurants, but there's no such thing as a carinderia here. That's why.
mm,
So when I think about it, and I see it, which some Filipinos do have carinderia here, actually, it kind of like belittles it a little bit when it shouldn't be, and I apologize for that. So that was the train of thought I had reading this article, because one, once upon a time, McDonald's was like the gold standard of fast foods in the Philippines,
mm,
practically almost next to Jollibee.
Yeah.
And then two, all of a sudden, it's being considered as one of the cheapest eats in town. But then again, it's
mm.
BGC, like you said. So
Mm.
now the argument is it might be the best cheap option, because even carinderias are getting way too expensive. There's one person that actually posted pictures of menu prices in one of the carinderias he goes to. I didn't see anything below 100 pesos in the menu. You
Mm.
know, so I don't
Parang
know.
mahal yata yun, ah.
Yeah, is that standard now?
That sounds
Is this
expensive.
yeah? Is this what's going on in the Philippines, where even carinderias are really maximizing their prices
No.
to
Well, survival guide, carinderia survival guide. If you're getting like gulay, vegetables, 30, 35, 40 pesos maybe. But if you're going to get meat,
mm,
usually 70, 80, 90 pesos per
Yeah.
little tiny tray. Oh, no, not even tray. Platito. Just a
right,
little tiny plate. A little
right.
sauce, sir.
So there's this
So,
one. If I could share this real quick as well. So there's this one comment here. All right. Basically, when people said McDo is cheaper for them, what they
mm,
probably want is a 60 to 70 peso McSaver meal,
Mhm.
which
mm.
is cheaper than a 75 pesos to 100 pesos of Carinderia meal.
Yeah.
I think
It's
if the
crazy.
whole issue that people are talking about here are the prices,
Well,
and I think
yeah,
that's what
obviously.
people are bitching about is the prices, then magbaon ka na lang. Huwag ka na
Yeah.
magreklamo.
Mas safe pa.
Mas
So,
safe
okay.
pa.
What I said earlier about nothing in the menu that's below 100 pesos,
Mm.
there is actually quite a bit here, but they look like they're mainly appetizers and stuff. So let me share this with you actually. So if you can look here, some of these items are what pork sinigang with rice for 105 pesos, chicken asado with rice for 110 pesos,
Hmm.
fried tilapia 95 pesos. So
Sorry.
roughly about everything is roughly about $2 or something.
Hmm.
Can
You
you
know,
double tap your mouse so that it can get larger, or press
is that better?
command? Yeah, command plus so that we can zoom in a little bit. Yeah. So what do you got there? What are you
So
showing?
it's
Oh, the prices. Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
prices, yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Right,
it looks
right.
like some of these lower prices are more
Yeah.
like, you know,
Hmm.
breakfast stuff or appetizers. Um, even
But
longaniza 75
I, I
pesos.
wonder if that's really the issue, because it's like comparing McDonald's to carinderia. Of course, that's, you're comparing apples and oranges. Hindi naman yata I don't think it's a fair. But if the issue nga is the price,
Right.
like, there's nothing cheaper than, they can't get anything that's cheap here in BGC. Like, it's like going swimming and you're complaining that you're getting wet. I don't get. I
That's
don't
a good
get
one.
it. Maybe I'm just.
I think
I'm
it's more like people, yeah, complaining about the prices and also the standards of carinderia and McDonald's itself. You know,
And you know what? Inside scoop that I know, there is these offices also have like their little pantries where they have like little carinderia esque people selling food in there.
right, right.
But yeah, if you're walking along the street, you're not working in BGC, you're just passing through like we do. Yeah, it's hard to complain. It can't complain about food being so expensive in BGC
Wait,
because it's
what's that?
BGC, and McDonald's is the only one that's open like 24 hours. I mean, if I
Right.
wanted to go to a carinderia, which I could, but uh they're not open 24 hours.
Is McDonald's open 24 hours?
That particular one that we go to, the one that's on the picture,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow, that's kind of cool. There's no McDonald's here that's 24 hours.
24 hours yun, di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of
There's a lot of
McDonald's 24 hours here.
call center there.
Yeah, that's a call center area.
Right, right, right.